Imagine standing at the edge of the ocean at sunset, staring into the vast, endless horizon. The waves whisper secrets as they kiss the shore, each one a message, a calling meant just for you. But amidst the noise of the world, the gentle roar of the waves, you wonder, how do I know if I'm truly listening to what's meant for me? How do I discern my path when everything feels so overwhelming? This isn't just a story of longing. It's the echo of a deeper quest, a yearning to understand our place in this vast tapestry of life. It's about discovering those unmistakable signs that you, yes, you, are marked by something greater, chosen for a purpose that transcends the ordinary. You're not alone in this journey. Right here, right now, let's embark on this voyage together to uncover the signs, to listen to the whispers of destiny, and to find the courage to follow them. Welcome to a journey of discovery, of faith, and most importantly, of understanding the profound truth that you are marked by God for an extraordinary purpose. This isn't just another video. It's a call to awaken to the extraordinary signs woven into the fabric of your everyday life. Signs that reveal you're part of a grand divine design. So, take a deep breath, let the noise fade away, and open your heart to the signs that you are truly marked by God. In the quiet moments of the night, when the world sleeps and the stars whisper secrets to the silent earth, have you ever felt a stirring within you? A whisper in your soul that speaks of uncharted territories, of dreams not yet dreamed, and of stories not yet told. This is the longing for more, a divine echo in your heart that signifies you are marked by God. Consider the story of Eliana, a woman who had climbed the ladder of success, achieving everything she thought would make her happy. A fulfilling job, a loving family, a home filled with laughter. And yet, as she sat on her porch, watching the sunset paint the sky in hues of gold and purple, a profound longing stirred within her. It was not a longing born of dissatisfaction, but a deep, unfulfilled desire for something greater, something beyond the horizon of her current existence. This longing is not uncommon. It is a sign, a marker of being chosen for a purpose that transcends our understanding. It is God's way of reminding us that we are made for more than what we see, more than what we have achieved. This divine discontentment is not a call to abandon our lives, but to dive deeper into the essence of our being, to discover the limitless love and potential that God has planted within us. But how do we respond to this longing? Do we ignore the whispers? Do we embark on the greatest adventure of our lives? The answer lies in our willingness to listen, to open our hearts to God's voice, guiding us toward our true calling. Eliana chose to listen. She began to seek God in the quiet moments, in the pages of her Bible, in the laughter of her children, and in the beauty of nature. And as she did, her longing led her to a deeper relationship with God, to a life filled with purpose and passion that she had never imagined possible. You see, this longing within us is not a void to be filled with the things of this world. It is a beacon, guiding us closer to our Creator, to the ultimate source of love, joy, and fulfillment. When we feel this deep longing for more, it is not a sign of lack, of abundance, an invitation from God to explore the depths of our hearts, to unleash the potential He has sown within us, and to step into the fullness of life that awaits us. So, if you find yourself yearning for more, know that you are not alone. You are marked by God, chosen for a remarkable journey that goes beyond the ordinary, into the extraordinary. Embrace this longing. Let it be the compass that guides you through the uncharted waters of your soul, leading you to discover the immeasurable love and purpose God has for you. Remember, the longing for more is not the end of your story. It is the beginning. A divine call to adventure, to growth, and to discovering the boundless possibilities that God has woven into the fabric of your being. Listen to that longing, follow it, and watch as it unfolds the path to a life marked by divine purpose. Stay tuned as we explore the next sign that you are marked by God, guiding you closer to understanding your unique place in His grand design. Imagine walking through a dense forest, the path unclear, and the sounds of life enveloping you in a symphony of nature's whispers. Amidst the rustling leaves and distant calls, a gentle, guiding voice cuts through the noise, leading you step by step. This is the journey of those sensitive to God's voice, a journey not of the heart. Meet Marcus, a man whose life seemed perfectly planned out, with every step meticulously mapped. Yet, amidst his well-ordered world, he felt an undeniable pull towards something different, something more. It started as a whisper, a nudge in his heart during the quiet moments of prayer, or as he read his Bible. This wasn't the voice of reason or logic. It was something deeper, something divine. Sensitivity to God's voice isn't about an audible call from the heavens. It's about the quiet stirrings of the heart, the sudden insights during prayer, or the unexplained peace in making decisions. It's God's way of speaking directly to our souls, guiding us, comforting us, and leading us towards His will. But how do we cultivate this sensitivity? Like Marcus, it begins with a willingness to listen, to be still in the hustle of life, and tune our hearts to the divine frequency. It's found in the pages of Scripture, in the beauty of creation, and in the depths of our own spirit during prayer. As Marcus attuned his heart to God's whispers, his life began to change. Decisions that once seemed daunting now carried a sense of peace. Opportunities he would have overlooked became clear steps forward. Challenges turned into moments of trust, where he leaned not on his understanding, but on the guidance he received from above. This sensitivity to God's voice is a sign that you are marked by God. It's a divine dialogue, where the Creator of the universe chooses to communicate with us, offering wisdom, direction, and reassurance. It's a relationship that transcends words, where silence speaks volumes, and where our hearts learn the language of the divine. If you find yourself longing to hear God's voice, remember, it's not about the clarity of sound, but the clarity of heart. Cultivate a life of prayer, immerse yourself in Scripture, and seek stillness. Be open to the unconventional ways God speaks through circumstances, through others, and through the quiet nudges within your own soul. The journey of sensitivity to God's voice is one of discovery, of learning to discern and respond to the divine whispers that guide us through life's forest. It's a path that leads to deeper faith, profound peace, and a closer walk with God. As we continue to explore the signs that you are marked by God, let us be encouraged to deepen our sensitivity to His voice, knowing that in every whisper, every nudge, and every moment of peace, God is speaking to us, guiding us closer to His heart and His purposes. There's a kind of courage that doesn't roar. Instead, it speaks in a quiet voice, saying, "I will stand firm, even if I must stand alone." This is the courage that marks those touched by God's hand, a bravery not born of human will, but of divine empowerment. Consider the journey of Naomi, who found herself at a crossroads in life. Around her, society sprinted in a race for success, wealth, and acclaim, often at the expense of integrity and kindness. Naomi, however, felt a different calling in her heart, a path less trodden, lined with the values she held dear, rooted in her faith and love for God. The courage to stand alone comes when we're faced with choices that challenge our convictions. For Naomi, it meant choosing honesty over easy success, kindness in the face of cruelty, and faithfulness when doubt seemed more reasonable. It was not an easy path. There were moments of loneliness, times when standing for her beliefs meant standing by herself. But here's where the beauty of divine courage shines brightest. In those moments of isolation, Naomi was not truly alone. God stood with her, just as He stands with all who show the courage to uphold His values. This courage to stand alone is a beacon, a light that not only guides our path, but also illuminates the way for others. Cultivating the courage to stand alone doesn't mean seeking conflict or isolation. It's about being rooted so deeply in God's love and truth that even when you stand alone, you feel a profound connection to something greater. It's about making choices that reflect God's will, even when they go against the current of popular opinion. Naomi's journey of courage was not without reward. With each stand she took, she found herself growing stronger, more resilient, and deeply at peace, knowing she was living in alignment with God's will. Her courage became a testament to her faith, a living example of God's power to uphold and sustain those who are marked by Him. You too may find yourself in moments where standing for your beliefs means standing alone. In those times, remember Naomi's story. Remember that divine courage flows from a wellspring of faith, and it is both your shield and your strength. This courage to stand alone is a clear sign you are marked by God. It's a call to be unwavering in your convictions, to be steadfast in your faith, and to trust that even in solitude, God's presence envelops you. His strength empowers you, and His love sustains you. As we continue our exploration of the signs that mark you as chosen by God, let us embrace the courage to stand alone, knowing that in doing so, we stand with God. This courage not only defines us, but also sets us apart, shining as a beacon of God's light in a world that often walks in darkness. Imagine standing atop a mountain, gazing down at the world below. From this vantage point, the chaos of life blends into a tapestry of movement and color. This is the gift of a different perspective, a view that sees beyond the immediate to the eternal, recognizing God's hand in the weave of our lives. Let's walk with Lucas, whose life was transformed when he began to see through the lens of faith. Where others saw obstacles, Lucas saw opportunities for growth. In moments of conflict, he discerned chances for reconciliation. And in the face of despair, he held on to hope, knowing that with God, all things work towards good. This divine perspective is not about dismissing reality, but about understanding it more deeply. It's about recognizing that our lives are part of a larger story, one that is authored by God and infused with purpose, even when the plot seems unclear. But how do we gain this perspective? It begins in the quiet moments spent with God, in prayer, and in meditating on His Word. It grows through trials, where faith is tested and refined. And it is shared in community, learning from the wisdom and experiences of fellow believers. Lucas's journey taught him that seeing the world from God's perspective meant embracing love over judgment, forgiveness over bitterness, and peace over turmoil. His heart and mind were aligned with God's will, allowing him to navigate life's challenges not just with resilience, but with a deep sense of joy and purpose. Having a different perspective is a sign you are marked by God, is a beacon that guides you through the darkness, offering clarity when confusion abounds. This perspective is a source of strength, enabling you to face life with courage and compassion, and to impact the world in ways you never imagined. If you find yourself yearning for this perspective, ask God to open your eyes to see the world as He does. Embrace the journey of faith with an open heart, and watch as your view transforms, revealing the beauty and purpose in all things. This divine perspective is more than a way of seeing, it's a way of living. It shapes every decision, guides every step, and colors every interaction. It's not about being removed from reality, but about being deeply rooted in the truth that God is sovereign over all. As we continue to unveil the signs that you are marked by God, let us cherish and cultivate a different perspective. Let it be the lens through which we view our lives and the world around us, always finding hope, grace, and love in the midst of life's complexities. In the rush of our daily lives, amidst the clamor of our obligations, there lies a hidden tapestry of the divine woven into the very fabric of the ordinary. It's in these unassuming moments that we often encounter God most profoundly, a gentle reminder that we are eternally marked by His grace. Meet Ava, whose life was transformed when she began to seek and find God in the simplest of places. For Ava, God was not confined to the walls of a church, but was present in the laughter of her children, the warmth of a friend's embrace, and the quiet solace of nature. Her heart became attuned to the divine whispers in the ordinary, revealing the sacred in the mundane. This divine presence in the ordinary is not merely about seeing. It's about perceiving, about recognizing the infinite within the finite. It's understanding that every breath, every sunrise, and every moment is a gift, a fingerprint of the Creator on the canvas of our lives. But how do we cultivate this awareness? It starts with slowing down, with allowing ourselves to be fully present in each moment. It grows through gratitude, acknowledging every good thing as a direct blessing from God. And it flourishes in humility, recognizing our daily bread as a sign of God's loving provision. As Ava walked this path, her life became a living prayer, a continuous communion with God. Challenges transformed into opportunities to witness His strength. Sorrow became a canvas for His comfort. Ava found joy in the knowledge that God's presence is as real in the washing of dishes as it is in the grandest cathedral. Finding God in the ordinary is a sure sign you are marked by His hand. It's a journey of discovery, where each day holds the potential for a divine encounter. This awareness changes not just how we see the world, but how we interact with it, turning every act into worship and every moment into a chance to reflect God's love. If you seek to experience God in the everyday, start by opening your heart to the possibility of His constant nearness. Look for Him in the faces of those you love, in the trials and triumphs of life, and even in your own reflection. He is there, in the ordinary, waiting to reveal the extraordinary. The divine tapestry of the ordinary is rich and vibrant, each thread a testament to God's intimate involvement in our lives. To find God in the ordinary is to understand the true essence of being marked by Him, a daily, living encounter with the Creator of the universe. As we journey through the signs that mark us as chosen by God, let us embrace the beauty of finding Him in the ordinary. Let it remind us that we are never alone, that every moment is imbued with His presence, and that our lives are a canvas for His grace. In the grand tapestry of life, our threads intertwine with countless others, creating a masterpiece of connections and relationships. But some threads bind more deeply. These deep connections with others are signs that we are marked by God, chosen to reflect His love and grace in the relational fabric of humanity. Consider the story of Benjamin, whose life was a testament to the power of divine connections. Benjamin's friendships were not superficial. They were sanctuaries of trust, understanding, and mutual growth. Through every season of life, these relationships were sources of strength, mirrors reflecting God's unconditional love and compassion. Such deep connections are not mere coincidences. They are crafted by the Creator who designed us for community. They remind us that we are not islands, but parts of a larger whole, interconnected and interdependent, called to love as we are loved by God. But how do we cultivate these connections? It starts with openness, a willingness to be vulnerable and authentic. It grows through empathy, seeing beyond ourselves to the heart of another. And it is sustained by commitment, a dedication to nurture and uphold these bonds through the ebb and flow of life. In Benjamin's journey, every deep connection became a conduit of God's grace, channels through which divine love flowed freely. These relationships were not only a source of personal joy, but also of collective healing, embodying the one another commands that are so central to our faith. Deep connections with others signify that you are marked by God. They are a reflection of His heart, a manifestation of His desire for us to live in unity, bearing one another's burdens and sharing in each other's joys. These connections transcend the superficial, reaching into the very essence of who we are, created in the image of a relational God. If you long for these deep connections, begin by looking inward, allowing God to transform your heart and mind. Then look outward, seeking to be the friend, the brother, the sister that mirrors God's love in the world. Be intentional in your relationships and watch as God weaves the beautiful tapestry of deep, meaningful connections in your life. The journey of deep connections is both a privilege and a responsibility. It's a call to be God's ambassadors of love, to live out the gospel in our interactions, and to witness the transformative power of divine love in our relationships. As we explore the signs of being marked by God, let us cherish and nurture the deep connections He has gifted us. Let these relationships be a testament to His presence in our lives, a reminder that in His kingdom we are all connected, all loved, and all called to love deeply. At the heart of every soul marked by God lies a vision for the future, a divine spark that illuminates the path ahead. This vision transcends mere ambition. It is a holy calling that aligns our deepest desires with God's eternal purposes, guiding us toward a future filled with hope, healing, and transformation. Meet Sophia, whose life was transformed when she embraced the vision God had for her future. For Sophia, this vision was not a detailed map, but a compass pointing toward love, service, and faithfulness. It guided her decisions, shaped her dreams, and gave her the courage to step into the unknown, trusting that God's plans are always for good. Embracing a vision for the future requires faith, for it is often revealed in whispers and glimpses, not grand declarations. It grows in the soil of prayer and is nurtured by the Word of God, blossoming into a life that bears fruit, not just for ourselves, but for the world around us. But how do we discover this vision? It starts with seeking God's heart, diving into the scriptures, and listening in the silence. It involves opening our lives to the possibilities God places before us, even those that challenge our comfort and stretch our faith. And it means being willing to serve, to give of ourselves for the benefit of others, embodying the love of Christ in action. As Sophia walked this path, her vision for the future became a beacon of hope for many. Through her acts of kindness, her willingness to serve, and her steadfast faith, she became a living testament to the power of a life aligned with God's will. Her journey was a reminder that when we pursue God's vision for our lives, we embark on the greatest adventure all. A vision for the future is a sure sign that you are marked by God. It's an invitation to join Him in the work of redemption and restoration, to play a part in the unfolding story of His love for humanity. This vision is not just about where we are going, but about who we are becoming, people shaped by faith, driven by love, and committed to serving the world in His name. If you seek a vision for your future, turn to God with open hands and an open heart. Ask Him to reveal His purposes for your life, to show you the path He has prepared for you. Trust in His timing and be ready to step out in faith when He calls. The journey toward a God-given vision for the future is both challenging and exhilarating. It requires courage, faith, and a willingness to be used by God in ways we might never have imagined. But for those marked by His grace, it is the path to true fulfillment, joy, and impact. As we conclude our exploration of the signs that you are marked by God, let us move forward with eyes fixed on the vision He has for each of our lives. Let this vision guide us, inspire us, and motivate us to live out our divine calling with passion and purpose. As we've journeyed together through these 7 signs, from the deep longing for more to the divine vision for the future, we've uncovered the unmistakable marks of God's hand on our lives. Each sign, a beacon of His love, each story, a testament to His grace. But this is not the end. It is, in fact, a new beginning. A call to see with fresh eyes, to listen with an open heart, and to walk boldly into the future God has prepared for each of us. You are marked by God, chosen for a purpose that only you can fulfill, equipped with gifts that only you can offer the world. As we part ways today, I invite you to reflect on these signs in your own life. Where do you see God's hand at work? How is He calling you to step out in faith? Remember, being marked by God is not just about recognizing His work in your life. It's about responding to His call with obedience, courage, and love. If this journey has inspired you, I encourage you to share it with others. Let this message of hope and purpose spread far and wide, offering light to those who walk in darkness. Subscribe to our channel for more messages like this, and join a community of believers committed to living out their divine calling. Thank you for spending this time with me. May you walk in the fullness of God's grace, marked by His love, guided by His vision, and united with others in His divine purpose. Until we meet again, keep seeking, keep listening, and keep following the path He has laid out for you. God bless you,